If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. With Anchor, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will literally distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast in one place. And the best thing about Anchor is, it's all free. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Peace and blessings. It's your main man, Will, on the track.
I'm back like crack. Jordy in this thing.
Showtime in the building, a.k.a. the People's Champ, a.k.a. Drake's #1 fan, a.k.a. Ratchet City hometown hero in the building.
There we go. And you are now tuned into the I'ma Let You Finish podcast, a collection of 3 blessed, black, and highly favored young men discussing savory topics, the word on the street, and some social dialogue. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Y'all want to hear a joke?
All right, Uncle Bobby.
All right, yeah.
Look. Hey.
Y'all want to hear a joke? Y'all want to hear a joke about pizza?
Go ahead.
Never mind, it's too cheesy.
Right.
Yeah, y'all messed with that up. Yeah, I know you.
That shit was. Hold on, can you laugh at a joke and still call it trash?
No,
it was so trash that it was funny.
You can't. It can be. It can be so terrible that it's funny. Y'all want to hear a joke about paper?
About what?
Y'all want to hear a joke about paper?
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Never mind. It's terrible.
All right, that's stupid as fuck. You funny, dude. You funny.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all heard that, right? I'm Drake's #1 fan.
I was going. That's exactly what I was going to bring up. You're not Drake's #1 fan, bro. Get on with all that capping, bro.
He's a liar, and he's not even a Drake fan because he said for all the Drake fans out there. If you say for all the Drake fans out there, that obviously means you're not one of them. You know, you can't be talking about your.
Can I be Drake's #2 fan?
No. Nigga, you're not even Drake's 100. Not in there, bro. You really just disrespected that man by saying you his #1 fan. I'm gonna hit that nigga up for real. I'm gonna hit that nigga up.
I'm a Drake fan. Y'all make people think I'm not one, but the only thing different from me and y'all is I hold Drake accountable, and y'all don't like to hold him accountable. But me, I hold Aubrey accountable to how great he is. That's the only difference between us. Y'all like to let him skate because y'all like him, but I don't let my feelings get involved.
Bro, how do you feel like we let him skate?
Matt said we be making it seem. He says we be making it seem like he not a Drake fan, but he literally does that for himself because he makes the arguments. He starts out the argument talking about Drake, and he tries to switch it on us. He's like, "Oh man, y'all trying to make me seem like I'm a bad guy." He'd be like, "Man, Drake is trash." And we'd be like, "Oh man, no, Drake not trash."
No.
And he'd be like, "Man, y'all trying to make me seem like Drake is trash, man. I love Drake."
That's crazy.
I'm a Drake. Y'all be trying to make it seem like I don't like Drake. I actually like Drake. It's just like I said, I hold him accountable, and y'all don't. I never call Drake trash. I said his albums are trash.
What is holding him accountable? What does that mean to you?
Okay, look. So
holding to a standard.
Hold him to the stand. Like I'm a sports guy, so I always my references always be tied to sports. So if a player is great and he's not winning, I have to hold him accountable for not winning because he's so great that he should be winning. So I feel like Drake is so great that he's not winning, so I have to hold him accountable for not winning. That's all I'm saying.
What if he is winning, but you trying to downplay his winning?
if he's winning, I give him his credit. But the wins y'all think are wins are not wins to me.
Okay, so what's a win that I think is a win?
Sports are kind of music is more subjective than sports because sports either somebody wins, somebody loses.
That's
nobody
true too.
Wins and nobody loses in music because it's like it's all perception. It's all subjective.
True.
So
true.
Okay, but
to me,
like give an example of a song that's liked by a lot of people by Drake that he's released recently that they think is a win and you don't.
Drake's, I bring it back to his albums. His albums are not wins. His only win as album is Take Care. And nothing was the same.
Dude,
out of that,
then how can you be a fan of somebody where you only like one of their albums? That's not being a fan. I like a couple Bryson Tiller songs. Am I a Bryson Tiller fan? I'm not. Because you don't like every song on Take Care.
I'll run that thing from front to back.
You'll run Take Care from front to back, and you consider yourself a Drake fan. You're a Take Care fan. You're not a Drake fan.
All right, whatever.
You shut him up. You shut him up.
You're a Take Care album fan, not a Drake
No, that's
fan.
not true. Because I like Nothing Was the Same.
Oh my
gosh. I like Scorpion. What you talking about? But I can't run Scorpion from back to front though. That's the only difference about Scorpion.
Matt, I got a question for you today. What are we talking about? Because this Drake slander is just gonna continue.
I tried them.
It's a cycle of violence.
Matter of fact, bro, I got somebody who got a beef with you.
Who?
That boy Bert. That boy Albert.
Tell Bert come see me. Anytime, anywhere, any place. Come see me. Because I'm not hiding from my Drake.
That's
for my Drake
funny,
fans.
dude.
I'm not hiding.
That's funny. That boy say you be disrespectful, bro. He be saying disrespectful.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the topics, but tell Bert anytime, anywhere, any place, come see me because I'm not hiding from my Drake stance, and a lot of Drake fans come at me because of it. But I just want y'all to know, I want y'all to do better for Drake. I want y'all to hold Drake to a different standard. I'm challenging you to be a better fan of Drake. That's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, let me hop into the topics today.
It's starting to be a Drake podcast, please.
It's not. Please. It's not. Y'all just podcast. Like last. I'm done.
We need to change it to Drake's fans.
No, Drake's number one fans. Every time I try to say I'm done talking about it, y'all say something and make me respond. It's like I'm trying to leave it alone. But
you start every Drake conversation, and then be like, "Man, I'm trying to leave it alone." Y'all be bringing it on. No, but you started it.
Yeah, you did start
it. Okay, it's dead. It's dead. Let's leave. I'm moving on from. I don't have any more points on. I'm leaving it alone. Let's move on.
All right, moving on.
So, young brothers, today we're doing a thing of what we're gonna do a women's appreciation. And our first topic is dedicated to women only. The women in our lives, the women that we came encounter with, women that, even if she's not in your life, you just want to show appreciation to women across the world. That's what we're about to do right now, young man. So if you're listening right now to all the beautiful women out there in the world, we just want to let you know we got love for you, and I'm going to let you finish podcast. And I know life can be tough for you at times, and we just want to send you some love. Because if you feel like you're going through something and you're alone, just know we sending you love from here, and I'm just gonna pass it off to one of my bros and let them go on about how they appreciate women in their personal life and overall. So anybody can take that mantle right now.
Yeah, I have lots of women in my life. I have, of course, my sister, my mother. I have my grandmother, I have my cousins, I have, of course, everybody has women in their family. And especially saying that we appreciate women is something that should be said a lot more often. Just because, without women, where are we? Without women, we are nothing. Women make the world. They make us. So, and not only do they make us, because they shouldn't be confined to that, of course, that shouldn't be their identity, but, women make the world go round. A lot of the things that we have today, we wouldn't have without women. So most definitely, I know there's a lot of things in the news, and it seems like men want to hurt women. And in some cases, that is actually true. But women, especially the Black woman, is undervalued, most educated, but the most undervalued. in studies, of course. So most definitely, women, I definitely do appreciate you, my family, my friends. I do appreciate you for everything you do, because women just have a caring spirit. Not to say men don't, but women just have a caring spirit about them that they can just. A lot of the time, I vent to women, just because I like the dynamic, you know. So most definitely, I do thank all of my family, all of my friends who identify as women out there. You rock. You doing your thing, and of course, thank you.
Hey, quick question before I get into mine.
There we go.
Would you rather you would rather vent to a woman than a man?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's fair. I just wanted to know your look on it.
Yep.
Yeah. But what you gonna say, son?
No, I was gonna say women have like nurturing spirits.
Oh no, most def.
In my opinion.
Most def. That's why they're mothers. Because I know I couldn't do that. I know I couldn't do that. But
oh yeah, boy, you be tough.
Chill out. Chill out, dude. Shout out to my girl. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my granny. She bought me some ketchup the other day. For those of you who don't know, I moved recently, and she got my housewarming gift from her was ketchup. So shout out to my granny. She know I love ketchup. My aunts, my sister, my best friend Jazz. I mess with all y'all. All of y'all are beautiful people. Women are definitely underappreciated in the world, and they deserve all the credit. They deserve more credit than we do. So, shout out to all the beautiful ladies out there, and God bless.
That's love. That's love. And I just want to do the same thing, like to show love to all the women out there, and let them know they all loved. And shout out to all the women in my life: my mom, my aunts, my cousins, my girl, my friends, everyone. Shout out to the K's. Shout out to fam.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fam. You know, but yeah, I just like everything Will said about women. Sometimes black women, for say, in particular, can sometimes be looked at as not appreciated and not valued as much as other races, the same gender, and that's something that I see myself, and sometimes it's crazy because it comes mainly from black men a lot of times nowadays. Yeah, so that's something that's real touchy topic, because women sometimes cannot feel protected from black men, and it's hard to tell a black woman that they need to do this, they need to do that, coming from a black man perspective, and she don't even feel protected by you or from our community, the black community. So that just leads me to my next topic from y'all, and we can really go more in depth in this topic, because the first one was just us showing appreciation to women and let them know that we love them. It's no debate in that. So that's why it's no back and forth with that one, because there's no debate. All three of us love all women in our lives, and we appreciate women overall, and we appreciate everything they doing and within their lives, and we want to let them know that we got love for them, and we wish them the best in everything they do. But just to jump into this next topic, just to zero in on black women, do you brothers feel like black women are protected in the black community? Willoughby, what you think about that?
I think two things can be true. I think that's a yes and a no question. I think yes to a certain extent, and I think no to a certain extent. This whole thing on Twitter, to where people feel like on social media, especially, there's a small number of really isolated cases where it seems like black men are not protecting black women, and sometimes I don't think it's the case, and sometimes I think it is. I think most definitely black men need to protect black women, not only physically, because I know physically gets tricky, because I think some women feel like they don't need a man to like necessarily protect them. They just need somebody to have their back, you know. Because I don't need you to be, you know, I don't need saving. I'm not a damsel, because no woman is a damsel in distress or anything like that. So it's not only just the physical protection, because people always think about the physical protection. Yes, that is a huge part, but it's not only about that, but it's about protecting somebody verbally as well. It's letting others know when something happens, when something is said about Black women, when there's a stereotype that is perpetrated, when, you know, because Black women are often looked at as, you know, overly aggressive, overly opinionated, and things like that. Like, it's up to us to when we hear this coming out of other people's mouth, or it happens to be a narrative that is perpetrated. It's up to Black men to fight against that. You know, need to fight for our Black sisters, of course, because there's just so many stereotypes that have been built up from hundreds of years of slavery, hundreds of years of entertainment, where people thought it was good to have a caricature of the Black woman as, you know, being loud. Her body, it was being just over just too her body was being exploited, and the Black female body was looked at as like a delicacy or something like that. Not a delicacy, I'm trying to look for the right word, but looked at something as, you know, as like a token. So most definitely, I think Black men, it is our duty to protect our Black women physically, because it is some of the Black men that are hurting our Black women physically. So first of all, if you're a Black woman and you take it upon yourself to hurt a Black woman, shame on you. Absolutely. But of course, like I said, we need to protect our Black women verbally as well.
Okay. What about you, Jordan?
That was a good think piece. But I see like Will said, it is like it's a yes and no thing, obviously. But I see a lot on social media. There are cases where, like, you know, Black men do protect Black women, like on certain topics. I can't think of any right now, but there are certain times where I see men, you know, standing up for women. But then there are also a lot of times where, like, I see like guys bashing uh Black women, and you know, it's something that I really don't understand. I don't know why it's like a sometimes type thing, but yeah, I feel like.
So I got.
Go ahead.
My bad. I wasn't trying to cut you
No,
off.
you good.
You got more.
You good.
Okay, I was gonna say, I feel like sometimes within the Black community, we don't give Black women much leeway as much as we give Black men. So let me give an example. Do anyone remember when Doja Cat went through that thing, as far as she was in the chat room with the racists and stuff, and calling Blacks, she wasn't saying jigaboos, but she was saying something equivalent to like jigaboos. You remember that, Will or Jordan?
Yes.
Yeah, it was some type of fetish with being, like, you know, called it was something like that. It was something with race play and stuff, and like she was activating, like she was actively into, so it was exactly what you said, of course.
So when that happened, people just was like done with her, like cancel Doja. And like even now today, me personally, I don't see Doja Cat or image around like I did like 6 months ago, like before quarantine happened. Even further back 6 months. Let's say this time last year, it's like I was seeing Doja Cat everywhere, like all over social media, all over people reposting, all this, all that. But now I still see her, but I don't see her as much, because it seems like people was just like kind of quote unquote we talked about this before, cancel culture. I feel like people canceled her, and it kind of hurt her in a way, and sometimes in a way, because she went quiet for a while, and she kind of talked about it, that she feel like people was kind of being too hard on her, because she feel like she's apologizing, she's embracing being a Black woman, and it seems like people just don't want to forgive her for that. It's like, nah, you did what you did, we done with you. Boom, that happened. Queen Naja, she's a singer. Do y'all know who Queen Naja is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's a singer. When she used to do YouTube with an old dude she used to date, she said something about how when she was in college or high school, whatever, the dark skinned girl with the nappy hair used to always be the ones jealous and hating on her. So people was calling her colorless. And so people was like, cancel her. She's done. Cancel her. She's done. She's a colorist. Leave her alone. Don't talk about her. Boom. So that happened. And sometimes even when she do stuff, people will bring that up to her. So boom, that happened. And that follows her around. I feel like people are so quick to cancel a black woman for doing something that they don't seem right. Mainly black men, but they don't do that. They don't have that same energy for black men. I feel like a black man could do something and they could be like, they'll have a more understanding tone. They'll be like, well, did he really mean it like that? Or they'll try to look for a way to make it okay instead of being like, oh, he done. Not saying it don't happen with some black men, because some black men, when they get canceled, they done. But like, look at the Tory Lanez thing right now. It's people out there looking for ways to try to understand it. Like, well, do you really know what happened? Or well, let's give them a chance. Or well, it's like when it happened to black women, it's something. A lot of times I can see it happen. It's like cutthroat this over with, leave her alone. But with black men, it's they looking for ways to forgive them. Like when a black man, like in football or basketball players, may beat up. Not saying all of them do it. Not saying most of them do it. I'm just saying some of them do sometimes. Beat on their women or hit their wives. People see that happen and they forget about it the next day. But in the other situation, when black women do something, people want to hold them accountable more and hold their feet to the fire more for something they did, even after they come out and apologize, even after they say they sorry, even after they admit that they was wrong. People still want to hold them accountable, and a lot of times, sometimes it comes from black women as well. Black women do it to their other black women. So that's something that I noticed that. And the black community, when they feel like they're not protected, if sometimes they feel like their quote unquote rope is not as long as everybody else. Their rope to get hung by the community is not as long as other like males. Honestly, like males,
Yeah.
Like they don't get as much leeway as males in the black community. So what you think about that, Will?
Well, I think that's just males in general. I think males get a more of a pardon than anything. I don't think it's just black males, but I think it's just males in general. It's a sad thing, but I mean it happens. Like you said, we literally cancel our own and really we damn ourselves sometimes, and that's really sad. And it's like the world really owes, and a lot of pop culture owes black women. I mean tremendously. We're talking about art. We're talking about music. We're talking about movies. We're talking about fashion. We're talking about every facet of entertainment, pop culture, and anything else you can even think about is touched by black women in some way. Think about everything in the last 50, 60 years. Talk about pop culture. In some way, a black woman touched it and made it like gold, of course. Whether that in every facet of it. And I kind of hate how there's this characterization of black women, and like everybody else will use it against them. Like, they'll use it to say that black women are, like I said, over loud and over opinionated. But then like either other races or other people, even other black men, when they do comedy skits, they'll do like a character of a black woman and make a bunch of money off of it. A lot of Instagram comedians have done that. They've done the caricature of a black woman, and that made them that put them on the map.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think in that way there needs to be some homage paid, to black women for the things that they've put on this earth, all the sacrifices, all the trends, and you see a lot of fashion trends that are stole by Fashion Nova, or created by just independent and just amazing fashion designers. So yeah,
Jordan.
It is what it is.
Jordan, you said something interesting as well. You said yes and no, right? Why I think that's interesting, because I might get pushback for this, but I'm gonna say it because we keep it real. I'm gonna let you finish the podcast. You said yes and no. I feel like I took that as I feel like black men protect black women in the black community, in my own opinion, because I feel like I do. I feel like I stand up for black women. I feel like I'm an advocate for them having letting them do what they want to do. But I'm also, like we said at the beginning of the show when we were talking about Drake, I'm all about holding people accountable for when they do something wrong. So I feel like if you did something wrong, you got to be held accountable for it. If I feel like if I do something wrong, hold me accountable for it. Back and forth, no ins and outs. The thing that you said when you said yes and no, what made me think about it was a tweet I saw the other day. So Willoughby, I'm gonna ask you this: if a dude posts a picture on social media with a big nose, and somebody be like, "Boy, you got a big nose," and they start giving him, they start, they start giving him jokes, right? They're like, "Boy, you got a big nose," right? If a black woman posts a picture and be like, if a dude be like, "Dog, you got a big nose," that'll instantly turn into black men just don't protect black women.
True.
Black men always making black women, but you know what I mean? Like, so yeah. I'm trying to see what's the difference. Like, if a dude posts a picture and people gonna be laughing talking about he got a big nose and nobody bring up black men not protected, what's the difference between a girl posting a picture and somebody being like she got a big nose and that turned into black men just don't protect black women? Like, what I'm trying to understand, like, to you, Will, what you think the difference is between that?
Well, I think that's a mischaracterization, you know. I say it's a mischaracterization because that's not exactly protection. That's protection from, to be honest, on the internet, everybody's going to be made fun of, but there's this sensitivity, of course. And I think that's just the wrong word to be used, like protection, when you're talking about that. I don't think people want to, like you said, that when it comes to men, there's not really body positivity for men is not really a thing. So we see this whole, like, you know, like if a man is being made fun of his weight, there some people are gonna rail in on that, and there's not no like, hey, you shouldn't be judging a man's body. That doesn't happen, of course. But that doesn't happen at all. But I think in this social media age, it's easy to look at isolated incidents and different tweets and see how one man or a couple of men or a cluster of men are not protecting or talking bad about black women, and people be like, well, y'all don't protect us. That's kind of anecdotal because it's just what you see. Like, it's like, oh, well, I had a run-in with somebody on Twitter and he talked about me, you know. And that's a nuanced thing, of course. Like, being protected, I guess, in that way, you're like, who do you want to protect you? Like, what, like, to what end do you want them to, you know, protect you? Like, do you want to protect other black men when somebody says they look like a dog or something like that? Like, would you do that? So is it like, if a black man looks like you say he looked like a Rottweiler, people are gonna laugh. But if you say, you know, a woman looks like a Rottweiler, don't do that. And I agree, don't do it for either one. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
you said, oh, what'd you just say? You said you agree. So you saying don't say that a woman looks like a Rottweiler?
I said don't say anybody.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm saying don't say anybody looks like a Rottweiler. But I'm just saying, to the degree, it's what do you want? How do you want us to protect you? You know, like how like I'm asking black women that, like, how do you want us to protect you? Because I think some people have a certain aspect of how they want to be protected. And in some ways, I don't think we need to protect you, because if I try to go behind somebody and you didn't want to be protected, if they say, you know, if they just playing around, how do I know if it's a playing thing, or how do I know the situation? And that comes to physically as well. Say I'm in the middle of the street or something like that, or a woman's having an altercation with her man, and I'm thinking I'm coming in and saving the day because I'm protecting black women, right? And I'm just messing up the situation. I get punched, I get beat up or something like that because I misinterpreted the situation. And and it could happen, but when does it become a personal thing to where, like, the person needs to, like, deal with stuff on their own? Like, some people, they would say, like, they see a dude beating up a woman and they say, no, that's none of my business. And sometimes that does happen. Like, people are getting altercations or relationships, and, like, they'll be mad at the guy that came and tried to break it up, and beat up their boyfriend because they're like, oh my God, you beat up my boyfriend. I know he was like hitting me, but you're beating up my boyfriend. It's like this whole thing. Like I don't know which areas you want me to protect you in. And like my male mind is not like it thinks different. So I don't know where I need to protect you at. So I definitely agree with the point that females need to be protected. But it's just we need some feedback. How do you want us to protect you, and like kind of what are the bounds of that? Because you're not a damsel, so we don't want to we don't want to be overprotective. But to Matt's point, of course, I think there is like a stereotype, not stereotype, like a mismatch with the with
Okay.
that. So
I feel what you're saying. That's crazy you said that about the dog thing, because I thought about that with you remember Ari Lennox, I believe her name said that. Somebody said she looked like a Rockefeller. You remember that?
Yeah. That's what I was kind of relating to. I didn't say Ari Lennox indefinitely, but that was what I was relating it to. Like and like my friend actually posted. She didn't post it. She sent me something, and it said there's two types of fat guys, and one was like fat and stylish, and the other one was like fat and funky, right? Yeah, and like you could fat and fly, and the other one was fat and funky. You could never post that. Like about the other side, because you just couldn't. Like you shouldn't. I mean, I don't think you should post about either, but you should never. You know what I'm saying. I don't want to go fully into it because I feel like that would be but that's the whole thing. But that's the whole thing.
I know what you mean, though.
That's a whole thing in itself. But you get it. Like I said, I'm all for protecting Black women. There's no but there. Like there's no but. No, I'm all for protecting Black women, and that's all.
I see your.
I know what you mean. That's crazy.
What you were saying.
Yeah. Body positivity is not for
at all. But that's another topic, bro. No cap.
That's a whole nother. We'll get on that. We're gonna tackle that.
First opinion, I feel like you can crack on females. That's number one. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so there have been a lot of instances that I've seen on social media where obviously a girl cracks on a guy and it's cool, then a guy cracks on a girl, and you got buku women, I'm sorry, defending the other individual. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, bro, look, if you can't take a joke, son, stay off social media, no cap, because like it's all jokes. Obviously, there's time to be serious, and you know what I'm saying. It's a time for jokes, and if you can't take jokes, well, let that be known, and then I mean, just ain't nobody gonna have fun with you no more. You said something else though. Bro. Oh yeah. Okay. No.
Me?
This is it. So I feel like it starts off with us being young, like literally as babies. Like I'm a toddler and I fall.
Yeah.
My dad is gonna tell me, like if I start crying, he gonna tell me, get up. Like, bro, that don't hurt. Like you tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wipe that off. But a mother and the daughter, she's gonna be like, oh, come here, it's gonna be all right. We'll do. You know what I'm saying? Like a support system type thing. So I feel like when it comes to social media, a guy is expected to take a joke because you're a guy, you're tough. Like that's not gonna hurt your feelings, me calling you big. But I'm a girl, so you need to take it soft on me because my feelings get hurt easily. So it's a lot of dishing, but not being able to take it. I think like that's just what it boils down to. Like just like it's like a men versus women debate, honestly.
Ooh, I like that. I like some of that. I like a lot of that. I like that, especially that second part as far as the joke part on Twitter, because that's honestly what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna say for me in particular, when I was in middle school is when people get the most jokes. I don't know what it is about middle school kids. Dog, middle school kids be cracking all day. It's like I get to school and before I can go get my breakfast, I hear somebody from the hallway. man, with some big ass shoes on, boy. I be like, dog, I just got to carry out. My eyes barely open. Like,
that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I be like, dog, can I go? Can I get my? But I got to turn back around and give him a joke. I got to tell him his nose big or something. I got to give him a joke. But it's like,
I just woke up like an hour ago, bro. Like, I just got to school. Like, for real, bro. We really, like, I'm literally just getting into school. This is my day. This is how I start my day, bro. Really. I literally gotta get made fun of the second I come in the door.
Facts. And I feel like in middle school they was the most. But one thing I heard when I was in 6th grade, I was about to say upperclassman. I heard an 8th grader say it one time. He was like a big dude, and he's to give jokes. The big dudes,
sir. Yes,
jokes,
sir.
Big boys,
yes, sir.
Boy, they have to, bro.
Well, you got to think about getting the most jokes. Either you're gonna sing, or you're gonna sink, or you're gonna swim. Because
every day you walk into class,
they do. So they got it.
Every day you walk into class, bro, you hear something about greasy.
People always got a big joke.
Greasy.
And that's why I say when people do roast battles with bigger guys, like, it's unfair because it's like you gonna go straight to the big thing.
Don't let you be big and not need.
So that's what I was.
Chap.
Chap.
Build like a refrigerator folding in on itself. Folding refrigerator looking at it. Let me stop.
Dog, that's what I mean though. Like, so in middle school, people get the most jokes. Like, that's when people just let jokes go. Middle school kids just do not care. I don't know what's in their blood or what's in the water, but they just do not care. So when I was in middle school, I went to from people that's listening to our podcast. I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana, and the middle school I went to was called Hollywood. And in Hollywood, that's all we did was joke all day. But one thing, like I said, that the older guy that was in school with me, he was in 8th grade, I was in 6th grade. He said it one time on the bus. He said I don't crack on girls, because if I crack on a girl, she gonna take it personal and she gonna really think something wrong with her. So if I tell a girl she got a big forehead, she may really get into her feelings about having a big forehead, and she may feel down. So just to cut it short, I just don't crack on girls, period. And I thought about that, and I don't know why. I was 6th grade, so I was gullible. I just stopped cracking on girls completely. So if a girl was to just crack on me, I'd be like, man, chill. I'd be like, just chill, because I'm going to give you 3, and we're going to be done. So I'm telling you now, go on about your way.
Give them a hot 3.
Oh, my God, bro.
I'm going to leave me alone. That's how I used to always say that, and that always stuck me. And that just brings back to what Jordan just said. Like sometimes, and not saying, and when y'all hear this, women, don't think we saying y'all sensitive, y'all weak, y'all can't take a joke. Not all women are like this, but you're lying if you said you never heard a woman catch a joke and she take it personal. In my opinion, I have seen it in my own life, so I can speak for my own personal life. I have seen women catch a joke and and people laughing too hard, and she feel played now. And for the most part, when the guy gets a joke and he feel played, sometimes he might do want to fight. But majority of the times that I've seen it, he's not like that. He just sit there and just take the joke. He just like, you got me today, and leave it alone. And he said, I'll get you another day. But most of the time, that's why I'm glad you said that, Joe. Most of the time I see when women catch a joke like that, they get in their feelings, or they take it personal, or they get too sensitive. And that just brings me back to the fact about on Twitter when Jordan said that, like, if somebody crack on somebody on Twitter, it turned like, if a black guy crack on a girl on Twitter, it turned into black men not protecting black women. But if a dude catch a joke on Twitter, everybody just pile on him. It's not black people not protecting black men. It's who the next person can get this funny joke in while they're getting good. That's what it turned into. So I'm glad you said that, Jordan.
Sorry, to expand on Jordan's point, like you're saying, how we're raised from babies. Think about the messaging though. Like, think about the messaging that is fed to women though, like about their bodies, you know, that they have to be conscious about their bodies, that there's only one body type that actually matters. So think about being fed that. Men don't have to be fed that. You know, we're not fed that. Like, it don't matter. It don't matter you big, fat, small, tall. You know, if you get a nice job, get a nice car, you be right. But I think there's
just me.
Well,
I was shamed a lot when I was younger for being big.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the messaging though. I'm not talking about like exactly. I'm talking about like what you see in TV, what you see in Like what you see in entertainment, the standard that you have to be as a woman, you have to be pretty, makeup, all that. It's that same messaging isn't sent out like to men, you know. It's not saying like you have to be like the perfect man. Of course, there are gonna be pretty men on TV. There could be really handsome men that get the girl, of course. But I'm saying like to be successful in life, a lot of women feel like they have to be both like powerful and pretty, and that's not the case. You don't have like that. Like
that's crazy. That's crazy.
But
you said that, Will.
Yeah, because being pretty or being like what they want you to be is subjective. Like what being pretty is not a standard. It shouldn't be a standard. It should be who finds what pretty, you know. But there's an international standard of color, of size, of all that, and I think that goes into a lot of colorism. Like that factors into a lot of colorism because you know how many times on Instagram do you see Instagram honeys being described as light-skinned, curly-haired women, you know? And I think women deal with a lot of colorism. I think we all deal with colorism in the Black community. And like, I think that there needs to be something definitely said about that, you know? What do you think about that, Matt?
Man, that's the next topic going to be that. So we can jump right into that. So I'm glad you brought it up. But before we jump into that, I just want to go back for a second to talk about what you just said. If you feel like women feel like they got to be pretty, and you said they got to be pretty, and what else? And powerful, or what?
Yeah, like so you have to be successful. Like there needs to like you feel like you can't be. That's what you want to be, you know, because they're saying there's this messaging that all the successful women are pretty and they're talented and everything. You just can't be talented. You have to be talented and pretty. You think about all these movies about people making it and stuff like that. You know, you can't make it if you don't have that look. You know, you got to have the look. You know,
that's crazy. That's the only reason I said that's crazy. And then we can just jump into the colorism topic. Is that my girl said we talking about protecting Black women, right? My girl said she feel like women not all Black women are protected. She said when people be like protect Black women, she feel like they not talking about all Black women. She said sometimes she feel like a Black woman has to be perfect to be protected.
Ooh.
That's why I'm glad you said that. She said sometimes she feel like they
or pretty to be protected, not exactly perfect, but it's an underlying. It's protect.
Well, I'm saying that goes into what you just said about being the pretty part. That's what she means. You got to be like you got to be pretty. You got to have a certain status. Then we can protect you. It's like you got to prove your worth. Okay. Yeah, now she's good to be protected. Her over there, wait till she make a little bit more money. Then we can protect her. But her right there, let her through. Let her through.
Yeah.
It's like that.
She's not good looking. She's not good looking enough to be protected. She's of a bigger stature. She don't need to be protected. You know,
exactly.
Like people look at that like of a tall girl or a girl that may be bigger in size. They'd be like, no, she don't need to be protected. She's got her own. But
exactly. I'm glad you said about
regardless of size. Yeah,
I forgot I forgot she told me that. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. So
but we can just jump into the colors part. And just before we do, like I said, I'm glad you brought that up, Will, because we just want to know. We just want women out there to know that you don't have to be anything but a woman, and especially a Black woman, to be protected. You don't have to have anything. You could be just who you are, and you should feel protected, especially, like we said, we talk about Black women in the Black community, especially from Black men. You don't have to have it's no requirement. It's no prereq before you get to protected status.
You deserve to be protected of your own. Nobody deserves to be harmed. Nobody physically or verbally. Of course, the verbally part can be that's nuanced, and there's a lot of gray area in between that because of the jokes and all that. But there's no negotiation when that comes to physically.
Facts.
Facts. I'm glad. That's all. So yeah, let's just hop into the colorism part. So what I feel about that is, Will, you brought up an interesting point saying light skin and curly hair, because a lot of times that's what's pushed by media and social media. Like that's the finer women, that's the more attractive women, and that's the women that looks good. And the thing I want to just stress is when a guy be like, I want my girlfriend to be light skinned with pretty hair, having a preference is fine. Degrading someone else for not being light skinned and curly hair is not fine. So if you be like, I don't want no dark skinned babies because I don't want dark skinned kids because it looks dirty or something like that. That's degrading. So talking down on any other color is degrading. Having a preference is different. Like I want a tall girl. Should all short girls be mad at me for that? Oh, I want a short girl. Should all tall girls be mad at me for that? But to talk down on a girl for something they can't control, and a lot of time it happened with men a lot. I know we just talking about women and colorism, but it happened with men a lot. And I know Will probably got a lot to say about that, so I'm not gonna go into that for. But as far as colorism, I feel like it's pushed by the media that the lighter skin and the curly hair is more acceptable because it's closer to white. That's just what I think. So, and people get and it's pushed on us at a young age. And me, I can say myself when I was younger, that's all I want. I used to be like, I don't want no. When I say young, I'm talking about like middle school, elementary school, middle school. I was like, I don't want no dark skinned girl. I love dark skinned women now, but I'm saying when I was younger, I ain't know no better. I'm thinking of Lil Wayne talking about I want a dark skin, red bone.
I want
yada.
No, I want a long hair, thick red bone, bro.
I mean,
thank you. You was about to mess the whole quote up. I couldn't let you do that.
Oh dang! I messed it up, but
but you did, man. It's so funny though because you stay messing up lyrics.
Sorry.
It is hilarious.
I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead, Will. I want to talk
paraphrasing. That's all he's doing. He's paraphrasing. Give him a joke. Give me a break, man.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be perfect. I'm sorry. Somebody else talk. I feel embarrassed.
This dude
for messing up Lil Wayne's lyrics.
I'm sorry, man. Lil Wayne the GOAT, man. The hometown. He my hometown hero.
Well, I'm sorry for messing up your hometown hero's lyrics. That's my apology to the Lil Wayne community. I apologize. Next time I quote somebody, I'll be sure to write the lyrics down before I come on a podcast. I apologize. Somebody else can take the mantle. I'm gonna get myself together and come back.
Yeah, I definitely really everything you said though, Matt. I agree with you, especially the part where like you say you feel like light skin is closer to white. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why people like light skins more. Like I definitely agree with that. Dark women are looked down upon for some crazy women, and I used to be the same way. About like me wanting a light skin. I mean when I first got to high school, that's when I really started like really looking at females, and I just saw the different shades and I was amazed, bro. But yeah, I pretty you said everything I would say, so I just agree with what you said.
Facts. Appreciate it.
All facts. Yeah. Like I said earlier, it just there's this whole entertainment thing. Like Matt said, there he said something very important. He said that the closer, especially back in the day, the closer to white you are, the better. And that's why I think colorism came from most definitely, because the women that were closer that could pass, they got treated better, you know. And there were some light skinned women back in the day, you know, that were considered mulatto, or we in Louisiana we call it Creole, that are super duper light, and they're really fair skinned. And you don't know is another term. You don't know if you high yellow or if you actually white. You never know. So yeah, it's that whole pushing of the lighter skin being considered clean, or lighter skin being pure, or lighter skin being glowing, rather than dark skin being dirty, dark skin being dark as an evil, dark skin being dull. You know. Of course, nobody, like no sane person actually thinks that that with colorism, like that's terrible. But think about growing up in an age that you're a dark skinned girl, and that's what you see. You're taught to hate yourself. You know, Malcolm X has a speech where he said, "Who taught you to hate yourself? You know, who taught you to hate your hair? Who taught you to hate this?" And he's spitting nothing but facts. People, the system has taught you to hate your hair, to hate your skin, and to hate everything about yourself. You know. So when we doubling back to colorism, think about that. Like, think about being a young lady or even a young man, and people tell you that your skin is ugly, that your skin is dark. You want to play with a baby doll that is light as you can get it because you were told that light is all right, you know. So you got the complexion
Yes,
for
sir.
protection, right?
Protection for protection.
You got the complexion for the protection. And I'm gonna go off a little bit and get a little I guess surface. But man, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about this part of colorism. Do y'all remember? I think this when we may have been in high school, or this may have been kind of when we're getting out of middle school. Y'all remember that whole light
Ooh.
skins against dark skins debate? Oh
How
my
did it go?
God. That
How did it
was
go? So
so
you might have to
stupid.
remind me. How did it go?
Okay. So there's like a whole light skin thing. Light skins do this and dark skins do this. So there's a whole dark skin is more masculine, and either this female or male. Light skins are more masculine. No, sorry. Dark skins are more masculine. They don't take no more. They're more aggressive. They're this and that. And especially with men, you know, a dark skin gonna treat you this way, and a dark skin gonna treat you that way. But a light skin, he's gonna be super soft, and he's gonna listen to Drake, and he's gonna may I kiss you, you know, this and all that. And a light skin girl is not gonna answer your text messages. She's pretty with a big forehead.
Ooh.
And she's gonna be prim, and she's gonna be proper and all of this, and she's gonna be bougie because she's light skinned. She knows she's pretty because she is light skinned. There was a whole like movement of that. I'm surprised you don't remember that, especially on Twitter, man. It's like
See,
light skin is this, and light skin
I had always
and
been on
dark skin
Twitter.
is that.
I wasn't on
Oh
Twitter
yeah,
back
yeah.
then.
Well, social media, it was a whole thing. Like, you know, the whole Drake males, you know, because the light skins, they like Drake because Drake is light skinned, so they attribute it to that. You know, light skins are soft and dark skins are hard. So it's so funny how these tropes just they circle around every few years. You know, of colorism. It's a trope of colorism. They just brought it back. It's colorism. Colorism too. Electric
Dog,
boogaloo. You know,
what did you just say?
so
Electric.
What is that?
electric boogaloo.
What?
It's the title of a movie. I wouldn't expect you to know. It's pop culture. Go look it up. It's like, because you don't know it, because you didn't get it. Some people will get it out there, but it's colorism, just recycled and recycled.
Dude,
and
you
recycled.
are
You know,
funny.
first it was on the plantation, then it was in you know, it started on the plantation.
I googled it.
Starring Shabba-Doo.
Okay, I had to Google it to make sure. Yeah, I had to Google it to see
It's
exactly
a
what it
movie.
was. Hey, it
It's a
is a
movie.
movie. I'm looking it up right now as we recording. I was like,
But
I
that
never
sound
heard
like
of
a
that.
dance
Electric
movie.
Boogaloo.
Yeah. So when people like make a joke, they be like, is this too electric?
I would
Boogaloo,
never.
you know?
I'm never,
Okay, I'm
never
gonna check
gonna
that out.
say
It came
that.
out in 1984. That's crazy.
No, I feel you.
It's funny to me because it rhymes. So yeah.
One thing I would like to say about dark skinned women, not dark skinned women, just colorism overall, is that people will be like, we do love dark skinned women. Then they'll post the most beautiful dark skinned women in the world talking about, see, I told y'all we love dark skinned women, and the thing is, they love a specific dark skinned women. It's not they love, it's not all dark skinned women. It's if they the most, like Brie
Naomi
Myers.
Campbell.
That's the one
like,
they go
Naomi
to.
Campbell. Huh? Yeah, like they go to Naomi Campbell, or like somebody that's like outrageously beautiful, because you
Not
can
even
only
Naomi.
justify.
I'm talking about from our generation, like Instagram models, like Bria Miles. I think that's her name.
Yeah, Bria Miles. Yeah.
They'll post her and be like, we do love dark skinned women. Look how beautiful she is. And they'll post her and it'd be like, dog, you post the most beautiful woman overall to say you love dark skinned women, but it's not all dark skinned women. You like this still. I don't even say that. I'm gonna say you just like the one that's appealing to your eye. It's not just
You
all.
like the commercially beautiful women, like the women that could be like, okay, yeah, like everybody can see it. it has to be accepted by most people for you to be able to say, yeah, no, yeah, that dark skinned woman right there, I would mess with her, like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not overall, and it's like you're lying if you say you don't believe it's real. Like as far as colorism,
Yeah.
you're lying. Like you can see it every day with like the way they cast things on for movies, the way the music
Yes.
videos are, the way they recast
Yes.
actresses. Like it's every day. Then I hear some people be like, what about Viola Davis? Yada yada yada. I be like, dog, that just speaks into the point is you got to be the most excellent. Not even that. You got to be because we're an actor, so he probably know more about Viola than me.
Oh my god.
Will you are an actor? You're not an actor.
Dude, you an actor, fool.
I'm
You an
not
actor.
professionally,
Give
no.
yourself that. Give
Oh
yourself
my
that. Give
god!
yourself that.
No, you are an actor.
Okay, I'm an actor. So yeah, with Viola Davis, it's the whole Barack Obama theory. You have to be 110% better to just be considered. You know?
Exactly. That's the point of me bring her up. They'll bring her up as the token example of like dark
Yeah,
skinned women do get roles, and you be like, dog,
all the
Viola
time.
Davis she's like one of the best in the world.
Gabrielle
Period.
Union, she dark skinned. She gets stuff all the time. You know?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's not
Issa
like
Rae, she gets stuff all the time. Man. Still like,
exactly. You got to be like just like you said. I didn't know that was a Barack Obama thing that you got to be, and that's my brother. God name, my bad, bro. I didn't know that was
no,
my
like I'm saying it's the whole Barack Obama idea. For Barack Obama, because he was black, he had to be 110% better than anybody else. He had to be a lawyer. He had to come from Harvard, graduate from the most prestigious schools to be president. But if you're somebody like George Bush, you just have to be the son
Trump.
of a president. You know.
I'm glad you brought it up because
Or Trump. You just kind of have to be white.
That's how it is too, and it's crazy that it's like that, and it's like that for dark skinned women. As far they gotta prove their worth instead of just giving the opportunity just like everybody else. They gotta prove. Not saying everybody gotta prove their worth, but it's like they gotta prove their worth to the utmost degree to prove that they deserve to be in a video or in a movie or have an opportunity as far as for somebody else. And the characteristics traits that you brought up, Will, then we can just go ahead and wrap it up if y'all done. Is that how you said people were saying like dark skinned people are mean, they're aggressive, they're angry, they got attitudes and all that, but the light skinned people are nice, they cool, they laid back, they don't have attitudes. Like that's
They're
that's
one
a
of the
lie.
good. They're one of the good ones. They're one of the good black people, because they're
Yeah,
lighter, So, and
exactly.
that's why I think a lot of those like Netflix shows, like and like Netflix shows, Netflix movies, if they're gonna cast a black girl, they're gonna cast a light skinned mixed girl with curly hair.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
you want to put your diversity in there, you got to get you a light skinned girl with curly hair. She has to have the curly hair. Okay.
Facts. You gotta let it be natural
That's your
so it can be
that's her inclusivity and diversion and diversity. If you
that's
throw that
facts.
light skinned girl in there, every black girl is not everyone, but there's a lot of black girls, and we're making strides though, because I see a lot of content to where they're starting to actually like put real black, like I'm not saying light skinned women are real black women, but like not the same type of black woman and what Hollywood thinks a black woman is, or what the acceptable on-screen black woman is,
Coco Jones from Disney, she was in
Mm-hmm.
I forget the movie she was in that was on Disney with Tyler from Everybody Hates Chris. I forget the name of that movie. But Coco Jones,
I was like,
she did a video about that. She said that she wasn't getting picked for roles because she was dark skinned. She did like because somebody was like, what we failed Coco Jones on Twitter, and when that happened and went viral, and she quote tweeted was like, I'm gonna do a tell all video, and she came out and was like, I wasn't getting cast for certain roles because I was dark skinned, and the only way they would cast me is if I was sexual, like if I was willing to show my body or do sexual
yeah,
things. And she said I wasn't willing
yeah.
to do that. She said I wanted to
And
keep
that's
my
another thing. They over sexualize dark women. Like if she's gonna be a dark woman, she has to be like overly aggressive and overly sexualized. And that's another thing and that's a good thing that she said. Yeah.
yeah. And that's if y'all want to check that video out, just anybody out there listening, it's Coco Jones. She posted it on YouTube. and she did. I watched the whole thing. It's about 40 minutes, and she just pretty much broke down her battles that she had with Disney and after Disney, just dealing in Hollywood about. And just like Will said, they over sexualize black dark skinned women because they feel like if we gonna put you in here, then you got to do this, yada yada yada, and it's not. If they're not held to the same standards as like a light skinned women. And she said she would look up and she'll see like somebody getting the same role as her, and she feel like she's better than her, but they get it because, in her opinion, because they're light skinned. That's her opinion, and she feel like they'll get it because they're light skinned instead of her. But yeah, that's just crazy. So really, I heard around the block through the grapevine. Not too many people know it, but it was just told to me because I'm Barack's brother that you got a new segment for us.
Yeah, I got a new segment for y'all. Would y'all rather? That's the new segment. It's called Would Y'all Rather? And basically, I'm going to give these young brothers some situations. And, it's like the old game of what would you rather, So, but these are going to be some outrageous things, okay? It's going to be some crazy, outrageous stuff. So I'm going to get these brothers' reactions, and I'm going to get these brothers' decisions and see what type of people they are and what type of things they're going to pick when they're given some crazy decisions, some crazy options, All right. So, all right. First, what would you rather? Would you rather have dry, cracked lips or permanently
dry, ashy skin?
Which one?
Is the dry, cracked lips permanent? Is it dry, cracked lips permanent?
All of it is you dealing with this the rest of your life. You got the ashy, dry lips, cracked, and it's always gonna be there. Like no matter how much car match you got.
I'm gonna take the skin.
Facts, bro.
The ashy skin.
I'm gonna take the skin. I'm just gonna move somewhere where it's cold.
Why can't you just
wear jackets and long sleeves all the time?
All right, so I'm gonna let you have that. I ain't gonna do his thing. Dog, this man is funny, dude. That boy said he gonna move somewhere where it's cold. That's wild.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm just gonna wear long sleeves all the time. Do it just like that.
All right, next situation. All right. Would you rather use a different barber every cut or use the same barber and he's pretty good, he's okay, he's your barber, but he push your line back a little bit every cut?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mess with a different barber.
That's a lot of haircut.
Like a different barber every cut. You don't know what you're gonna get.
But listen, if a different barber's gonna be pushing my edge up back,
you don't know that. It's always the chance. It's always the chance. But your barber that you go to all the time it's a guaranteed he's gonna push it back a little bit, just a little bit every cut, just a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna mess with a different barber. I ain't gonna cut. I can't mess with no pushback edge up. I'm sorry.
I don't even know. I don't even know for me.
It gets on my nerves. That's why you look at the I'm gonna let you finish artwork and you see why my forehead is so big. Cause I didn't have different barbers every years because I didn't moved a lot and I remember, and nothing against Natchitoches barbers, but I went to a lot of Natchitoches barbers before I found a barber that fit me because man.
Them Natchitoches barbers will push you back, boy, on everything.
They will push you. They will push you back.
Shout out to Q. Shout out to Q. At Platinum Cuts, that boy always got me right. That boy always got me right, man.
Man, you always get me right.
Shout out to Adam, man.
Oh man, son.
Stop. Shout out to Hal. Shout out to Adam at Montgomery.
For sure. Well, yes, sir, boy. I'm telling you.
All right, so y'all say y'all going with a different barber. What about you, Jordan? Okay, all right, bet. All right. So, next one is you wear the same pair of super exclusive fresh shoes for the rest of your life, or you get to wear unlimited shoes. They're not as fresh and they're not as exclusive, but they just regular average shoes, but you get to wear like unlimited different shoes, but they got a really big ass stain on them, like a huge stain, like a big mustard ketchup stain on them. Every shoe got
I'm
this
going.
stuff. Like every single shoe.
Oh, what
And
the
they
I'm
kind
going
of
with
look a
different
little
shoes.
dirty. They look a little dirty, you know.
I'm going with different
But
shoes,
you get to
fool,
wear
because you can make
different
that
shoes.
stain pop.
I'm
Look,
That's crazy, Jordan. You
You
funny,
can make the
dog.
stain pop.
Jordan, what's your do you have a favorite colorway?
Ooh, that's tough. A favorite colorway?
No. Yeah, like your color scheme. Do you have one that you like the
Probably
most or no?
like. That's. I've never thought about that, dude. That is crazy. A colorway that I do love is like the grape colorway, like they got the grape fives. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
color. But
Like
it's
that
probably not
retro
my
color.
favorite. Hey, bro,
Yeah,
after this
like
podcast, I'm gonna definitely look into that and let you know. For real, for real.
For sure. I'm gonna rock with the different shoes too, though. I'm gonna rock with the different shoes, so cause them
Facts.
real expensive shoes gonna get old. Like people gonna be like,
Exactly.
no, why you wearing the same shoes every day?
you wear Yeezys. You'll wear Yeezys every day. You can't wear the same pair of Yeezys every day. I know people that got Yeezys
Hey,
and they
that's
don't get
some.
credit for it because they wear them
Yeah,
too much. You know.
that's
Yeah,
not
I seen that a lot in the
that's not
shoes.
fair. That's not fair. That's not
I seen
fair.
that a
That's
Yeah,
not fair.
lot in the shoes.
That's not fair.
Ooh,
they wear. Yeah.
them boys used to wear them
Somehow,
Yeezys
I'm
out in the
pretty sure they
Super
was
Bowl. I ain't
fake.
gonna cap.
All right. Next, would you rather? What would you rather? What would you rather? Next, next, next up. All right. Would you rather be in a situation where your mom just cursed out your girl, or be in a situation where your girl just cursed out your
Hey,
mom?
boy, I don't know what's up
Ooh,
with you,
what the
boy, but you
hell?
got to go. You got to go with these questions. Oh my God.
To be in a situation where my mom just cussed out my girl.
Dude, seriously? Well, your mom just cussed out your girl.
Yeah. Got to be, dog. Yeah. Me and my girl we just go take that and leave. But if my girl cuss out my mom, nah, that would be crazy.
Dude.
That's a hard one. If your girl cussed out your mom,
Nah,
Jordan.
for like, nah, so I don't.
You're not coming back from that. You can't marry.
But I'm
You can
saying
try to
we can
marry
shake
her.
back. We can shake back.
I mean, so,
My,
you can probably shake back, probably. But
So
I mean, there's not no like she said the F bomb once. I mean, she really
dog.
went in, like she talked about her wig, took it off, all that. Just I'm not saying your mama wear a wig or nothing. I'm just saying like if like we just doing a situation like she really went in, like
Look, this what
like
I'm
she
saying
flamed
though.
your mama with curse words.
that's
Or
I
your
just
mama flamed your girlfriend
I
with
picture
curse
my
words. You
mom
think they can
cussing
come
out
back
my
from that?
girl, and then my girl, I have to deal with that attitude. You feel me? But if my girl cuss out my mom's, I could come home. She gonna yap about it for a
yeah.
little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? She mad at my mom's or something, but like it can go away, and I don't even be. But I gotta go back to my mom's crib though.
Yeah. You could make. I think you could make an. You could make an
No.
exception. She was just under a lot. She had just found out something bad just happened, and she wanted to blow up on somebody. You could mess with that, but honestly, if your mom blow up on your girl, she'll always think that she's
Sheesh.
not good enough, or your mom just don't like her.
Dog, but imagine like every time you go to a family gathering with your girl, they gonna be like, they go Jordan,
Oh,
they
that's
girl, he
true.
let cuss his mom out.
That's true.
You at Thanksgiving.
Ain't that the girl? Ain't that the girl that cursed out Deloise? That's the girl that cursed that she. Boy, she last Thanksgiving she gave her
You
the
right.
business.
Whole family don't like your girl no more because they cuss mom out.
I rather my mom's. I rather my mom's.
You can't bring it at no
That's tough.
holidays.
But then you got to deal with that situation. Like, you gonna let your mama talk to you like that? It is.
It's
But
hard either way. No
I think I'd rather my mama.
It's no right
I
answer
think I'd
in my
rather my
opinion.
mama.
It's no right. For sure.
All right. Next one up. All right. What would you rather? Would you rather have to walk everywhere you go, or every time someone talks to you, you automatically hear them as young boy?
What you mean hit him with young boy?
Like they have young boy's voice and aggression. Like they rap, like everything they say is like young boy rapping. Like if your daughter said, "Oh my God, Daddy, I love you so much,"
Oh my
you gonna hear,
dude.
"Love you so," like
Yeah,
your
I'm
whole
hearing
life.
young boy every day.
Or would you rather just have to walk everywhere your whole life?
Oh no, I'm just gonna deal with young boy.
Because I could easily be like,
I'm just gonna have to deal with young boy. My wife? You talking about my wife? You talking about my wife? I'm gonna deal with that every day.
Think about hearing your vows at your wedding as young boy.
This my wife. This my
wife. Your wife's dying words.
So bad. That's so bad.
So you would walk everywhere, Will?
You know what, dude?
Yeah.
You hate young boy.
I just walk everywhere. You gotta go.
Oh my God!
Right, I'm gonna start 5
Dude,
days.
That's dead. I'm too big for that.
I'm not walking everywhere.
It's okay. I'll go 5 days.
That's true.
You gonna die.
Wouldn't be big no more.
You gonna die.
You'd never die. No, not if you wouldn't die. I think if anything, you.
Nah, Will.
You gonna die. No, you gonna die.
Hey, look, I'm not trying to make it personal, but I got to. I got to, dog. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have a car for a while, correct? All right, look. You walked. Yeah. You walked. Would you say you walked for a pretty good amount of time?
I walked a lot. Like I've literally told people here, like Louisiana is super flat. I could walk all day if I had to. I could walk 24 hours.
Did you get fit?
Like that don't bother me. No, but that's different. I wasn't walking everywhere. I got rides from people sometimes. Think about it. If you walk into work every day.
Oh my God.
I'd imagine. Well, think about it.
I wanted to bring it home. I just wanted to bring it home to you. Yeah.
True. I get it. All right. Next up. All right. Last one. This is the last one. All right. It's a little silly, so just don't even hold back your laughter. I don't care. But this is the last one. Would you rather change sex every time you sneeze, or not be able to tell the difference between a baby and a muffin?
You know what? What? This has been. I'm gonna let you finish podcast.
No, I mean like every time you sneeze, you're a girl.
But what's the other one?
Next time you sneeze, your boy. or the other one, not be able to tell the difference between a baby and a muffin.
Like the muffin you eat, nigga?
A baby and a muffin. Like every muffin you see.
I don't know. Like,
yes. What other muffin is there?
How big is the muffin?
Wait. You got other muffins? There's other muffins?
How big is the muffin?
You wild.
And then Matt over here saying how big is the
wild. This is a family podcast.
Man, what you mean? How big is the muffin, dude? Dog. Muffins that you bake, bro. Muffins that you bake.
Like a banana nut muffin, like a blueberry muffin.
That's what I'm saying. So if I'm getting a muffin mixed up with a baby, babies are big. So how big is this muffin?
Let's say a basketball. You can't tell the difference between a basketball and a baby.
I'm gonna dunk the hell out that baby. I'm gonna dunk the hell out that baby.
That's crazy.
You dunk a baby. You gonna swish a baby.
Well, I'm gonna pull up from baby 3 with that baby. Baby from 3.
Oh my God! Y'all ever seen the meme of the woman shooting the baby?
No.
You never seen it?
Oh yeah. She shoot a baby in the trash can.
She's shooting a baby. Yeah,
I seen that. I seen that craziness. But I just switch 6 because I'm not trying to hurt no baby.
But I mean, hey,
babies are innocent. Their babies ain't doing nothing to nobody. I switch 6.
So say you in the middle. Say in the middle of say you in the middle.
Shout out Tay. Okay, shout out Pootie Tay.
Shout out Tay. You in the middle of some shot and say you sneeze.
Hey.
You turn into a girl.
It's about to get real interesting. That's all I know. It's about to get real interesting.
Hey, sneeze again.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Can you fake sneeze?
Babe, sneeze again, please. Sneeze again.
Yes, sir. It's about to get yes, sir.
I don't know if I guess a fake sneeze counts. I don't know.
That would mess me over because I got bad allergies. I used to be sneezing hard all the time.
I know. That's why I put it in there.
I be sneezing, but I be switching back and forth like by 100 different times. I can literally sneeze like 10 times in a row. When my allergies get the real bad, I sneeze like 10 times in a row. No lie. So
I still feel bad about like mentioning like you like having like constant tears. I always feel because once I said that I was like I'm never gonna mention it again. I just mentioned it, but still.
Yeah, whatever.
This has been I'ma Let You Finish podcast. As always,
buy your man that
I'm
PS5.
Man, Will. Peace and blessings, man.
Jordan.
You know it. AKA the people's champ. AKA Drake's #1 fan. AKA Ratchet City hometown hero. And AKA, you know what time it is. You better vote because I'm not playing with you. You better vote. And lastly,
you better
spread the word like a shotgun. I'm gonna let you finish. Podcast is the best podcast out. Spread the word like a shotgun. We out of here.
Dude, you ain't killing nobody. You ain't killing no. You have the worst shotty ever.
Look. At the end of that shotgun, you gonna wake up in heaven.
Father, can you hear me? I need a word from you.
That boy gonna wake up next to God.
Your shotgun shooting water pellets, bro.
Oh.